No sound? Does that help? Hi, Rosie. Better. Yes. Thank you, guys. You can see me. Can everyone see and hear me? All right. We are going to, yes, better. Good, good, good. Let me make sure it's turned up now that I'm thinking about it. I remember I turned it down yesterday. Okay, so we're not going to take long on this video. We don't need to take a long time, thank you, sweetie, to discuss the president's doctor and how he's not always upfront and honest, just like Chelsea said on the other side of the view yesterday, right? One of her readings or questions was, are the doctors being honest? And it turns out that the way Chelsea said it was kind of, sort of. It's not that they're not being honest, it's that they're not being truthful. Hi, Gio. How are you, sweetie? And then I changed it to, oh, half truths. So it's not that they're lying, it's just not the full fledged information coming through. And then today, Dr. Connolly walked back that honesty and was much more transparent today about what he lied about yesterday. Does the president only hire people that cannot be honest, or are they trained after they become hired by him? And by the way, that doctor looks 15. That doctor looks 15, and is he even qualified is the bigger question, because Trump will hire people that aren't qualified. Does he even have his medical degree? And what type of medical degree? And is he a board certified something or other? Not that you need to be board certified, but I think if you're working with the president of the United States, who now has COVID, I would want somebody with hella experience. Hella experience. That's what I would want, being my spokesperson. And you guys have not noticed, Walter Reed is not saying anything. They're kind of standing behind Connolly, hoping not to get caught up in this mess. The qualified doctors are like, oh my God, we have to say something, but it's not our game. We can only be doctors. And if we're going to say something, we're going to say it truthfully. So they're now getting caught up in Trump lies. Doctors from Walter Reed. They're now getting caught up because 3 of them spoke and they were nervous. They're like, well, his CAT scan and ultrasound showed normal response to the COVID. What the hell does that mean? Because normal response to the COVID, and I'm paraphrasing, look at this, the tower. Are you surprised? Actually means there was something on his lungs when he was first brought in. That's what it means. That means COVID is on his lungs. It showed it showed normal response, just normal for the COVID. Boys, Boys, let me tell you something. You are talking to Americans. And although we actually look stupid, and although we can be very, very ignorant people, and although we can be sloppy Americans, that's what the other world, everybody in the other countries, they call us sloppy Americans. Yes, they do. Not necessarily people of color, but other Americans. You know who they are. The Karens, the Kevins. They call them sloppy Americans, especially when they go over there overweight, like, okay, by the way, have you noticed everybody's calling the president obese? Have you noticed? Heads are gonna roll when he gets better. Hello?
Hello, this is John's emergency.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, do you have emergency in your apartment?
I do. My toilet is not flushing.
Not flashing is the handle is broken or
Oh, no. Something must be clogged up in the pipe hole.
okay. You are in third floor or second floor?
Second floor.
Okay. Somebody be there, okay?
Okay, I'm not worried. If I'm not here, do you guys know how to get in? I have to be here. That's all I need to know.
Yes.
I'll wait for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
My name
Bye.
is George, okay? Bye-bye.
Okay, George, bye. Let me tell you something. The worst thing in the world is to have a clogged toilet. Oh, yes. And you have to go to the bathroom. Not pee. You got to do the big stuff. And let me tell you something. Have we talked about this? I love to poop. Have we talked about this? Do you guys realize I love to poop? I'm going to leave this alone now. So last night it was clogged up. I don't have time. I don't poop 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was fine. I wake up this morning and it's still clogged up. And you know when you do the plunger, and I got the big Kumunga plunger just in case, right? Because the little flat plunger that doesn't work, and when it costs $1 at the dollar store, so I spent $4.99 for that heavy duty. But here's the thing: in order for that plunger to work, you got to be heavy duty. You got to be like a man. You got to be. But who knows what happened? My grandson is over, and when he poops, man, he puts out a man's poop. It is like big, and I love it. And he's always put out these big, humongous. They're round, like they're well shaped. I've never seen anything like it before. Mine are long for his life, 6 years. He's always put out these really in his diaper. They would be like huge, and I would look at my son and like, who poops like that? What is that? That's huge. But the most important thing is to poop. Let's remember that. That's the most important thing. Is everybody pooping normally? Sorry, sorry. If you're not pooping, then Corona can get in that way too. Please poop. We gotta have a whole video on pooping, guys. Healthy children poop well. Yes, yes. Girl, stop. You're killing me. I can't help it. Let's talk about pooping. Okay. D3 for the Corona and oil of oregano. Please get these. Take them daily. Also, there's this version of elderberry, which includes vitamin C and zinc. And everybody keeps telling me, don't forget the zinc, don't forget the zinc. This has never been opened because I'm allergic to zinc. I think I can take zinc in small doses, like in a vitamin, multivitamin. If it has zinc in it, I could take it there. But this has 30% zinc, and I think that might be too much for me. All right? Get your elderberry. You do not have to be feeling sick right now. This is to build your immunity against the flu and the COVID. Are we good? Are we good? Oh, which reminds me. Oh, I got to go back for my flu shot. All right. Are we good? That should be fine. Somebody's like, when do we make a turn in scat talk? Because my maintenance guy, he called me, and I'm like, should I answer it during a very important video? And you know what? Why not? Why not just pick up a whole phone, make a whole new conversation in the video? And it turns out we had to talk about poop. I need to poop. So I'm sorry, sweeties. I know it's Sunday. I know you don't want to be making these emergency calls, but we gotta fix this toilet. Will Trump be discharged too soon? That's what we're gonna check today. Will he be discharged too soon? What do you buy? Equate elderberry gummies. Good, good, good. I like the gummies too. Will Trump be discharged too soon? Oh, well, that's a different type of pooping when you're sick like that. How do you feel now? Because I think there are some residuals after you get the COVID. So make sure that you're recognizing any chest pain still, any heart issues. Make sure that you recognize any muscle issues because muscle is a part of the issue with COVID. She likes muscle, and this is after you get the COVID. She likes muscles. She weakens the muscle. Will Trump? Hi Tracy from Arizona. Hey sweetie. I have BS, so I always hit a. It's a hit or miss. Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. I'm sorry. It's when you have. See, Terry knows she has bowel issues. When you have bowel issues, it's terrible. Just terrible. There's some psychological thing when you have medical issues, right? I don't. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure it out. Sorry, guys. There's always a metaphysical reason for any condition that you get. Always. Oh, oh, hidden emotions, Terry. Hidden emotions. Healing the cause of digestive problems, which is what bowel issues really are, begins with understanding where it first originated. What we may not be totally aware of is how digestive challenges were triggered in the first place before the food hit the stomach. Do you understand? The thought of memory of certain foods can trigger a reaction. Positively, our mouth can water at the thought of something delicious. This can be very obvious when we see it in, um, some animals. Memories of delicious food can also create reaction. The thoughts, the thought of lemons can stimulate salivary glands. On the negative side, the sight of food that we hate may make the stomach heave with disgust. But there can be some mental constipation together with the resistance to change as regards to the mouth. Lewis Hayes has a book out called Heal Your Body and states that the mouth represents taking in new ideas as well as new nourishment. The emotions around the organs of digestion, absorption, and elimination. All right, this goes on forever. There might be causes of insecurity, fearful of love, um, unsimulated nutrients from childhood, but it's also mental and emotional. Premature rejection of ideas and situation and reject of anything that causes emotional discomfort. So, I mean, it goes on forever. Terry, if you contact me, then maybe we can have a text conversation about this because I love anything metaphysical that if you have the answer to, then it's like, oh, I didn't know. And then change occurs. Most likely, a lot of this stuff goes back to childhood, actually. Had since childhood, lost my father at 3. All right. That would be a really early memory of you losing your dad. I would kind of ask, yes, it's linked to my anxiety and depression and PTSD. There you go. So you know it, and yet metaphysically, you've got to step into it. It's one thing to get the medical knowledge. Oh, yeah. But it's kind of like what happened after your dad died. I don't think your dad dying was the root cause. I think other emotions that was put upon you from age 3, probably throughout, is where you began to discover maybe to hold things in, maybe um, not being fed well. Nothing against your mom, but sometimes when grown women are going through something, it's hard to respond in a healthy kind of way. So forgiveness of your mom for maybe not doing things right could be part of what you took on too. For instance, if you lost your dad at 3 and your mom wasn't okay, what if you didn't want to bother her? So you would just keep things in. Boom, emotions. Boom, food issues. And you trained yourself to do that. My grandson Ezra has a terrible habit of not peeing. We don't know where that's from. And so we have to encourage him to pee. He just holds it all day. And so rather than yell at him, we're like, well, we can't do this unless you pee. Because what he doesn't realize is that if he doesn't pee, the toxins go back in the body. And so he is creating some sort of issue. He just doesn't know it yet. All right. Now that he's 6 and older, he's learning to pee more. But I'm telling you, he didn't, once a day he would pee, and that's not okay. All right. So we just kind of coaxed him into it. Peeing in the morning, we teach him you have to pee in the morning. That's toxins. Get rid of it. But I'm telling you, if I don't tell him, he won't do it. I don't know what that is, but it's something. Oh, there you go. Yes, I held stuff in as my mom was upset. She fed me good. Well, let's not say she fed you good. Most blacks don't feed their children well. She might have fed you. I do not believe for a minute your mom fed you good, especially if you're in a certain age bracket where we didn't know 3/4 vegetables should be on our plate. But I believe that she fed you from a mother's perspective, right? I believe that she, as a mom, she fed you. I will not believe any mom, unless they're right now, today, mm-mm, mm-mm. Terry's confirming everything. I love you, Terry. Thank you. Now in my late 40s, having therapies to deal with me holding things in. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, you're welcome. So I want you to practice screen therapy. Practice screen therapy in the privacy of your home. You could do it once a week. You could do it every day, but it's from the gut. And for you, I would prefer if you lay down. Don't do it standing up. Lay down because I want you to feel it from your gut. And I just want you to scream. And don't measure how long. It's not that big of a deal. Just be like, ah, or think about somebody that you're really mad at, like somebody at work, and think about the and just let it out. And then like curse. Like I love cursing, right? You'd be like, you a-hole, you effing blah blah blah. Like say it. Don't you ever talk to me that way again, but lay down as you say it, right? If you're having high blood pressure issues, be mindful that that could affect you. So then, if you're having high blood pressure issues, I would still prefer that you sit down. For some reason, I prefer sitting on the floor than sitting on a chair. I don't know why. Spirit is telling me that. But I do prefer sitting on the floor. And then from that point, scream out. The reason why I'm telling you to sit down, I'm not a fan of sitting from the chair. And I think I know why, because chair gives you a semblance of control. Sitting on the floor doesn't. Because then all you do is focus getting everything out from here. All right? Yeah, but that's not well. None of that is well. None of that is well. Fried anything is not well. Collard greens, depending upon who's cooking the collard greens, y'all tend to put some salt mixture in the collard greens. They're killer greens. That's what I prefer to call them. That's why now we don't eat them but twice a year. Fried chicken, stop eating fried chicken, people. Fried pork chops? Are you kidding me? No. Cornbread? No more cornbread, people. Only during Christmas. And by the way, I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving. No, never again. Neck bones? Yeah. Your black moms did not feed you well. They didn't know any better. Let's give them that much credit. This is slavery food. And this was bottom of the barrel slavery food. They did not feed you all well. Now we got to eat vegetables. We got to eat them bland. We got to find saltless seasonings. Don't even talk to me about ham hocks. No, no. I won't do it. We got to talk. I love cauliflower. And I love that you love fried cauliflower. Oh, good. Please do not use vegetable oil. Stop. Stop using vegetable oils. You know what you need to do? Anything but vegetable oil. Learn to switch to olive oil. The lies, Charlie. The lies. I know. Perfect. I agree, Adrian. Thank you. Do a Daniel fast. Listen, I'm not a fan of fast either. Stop fasting, people. Change your MF diets. Stop fasting. Fasting is for the youth. My black behind cannot fast. It's not what I can do anymore. So if I can't fast, I don't want you to fast either. You have to do it the way I do it. If you're young, pretty, and you can do all that fasting, then do it, beautiful. Just do it. Me and my mediocre self, we are not fasting in this age bracket. We're going to eat better. Plant-based butter. That sounds different. You're pretty leans. Y'all fast. You youngins, you fast. I can't. Chama, you better shut up. Chama, what's the name of your book? I should have you on my show, Chama. I can't have you on my show until after the election. I've already decided because this is just, my nerves are too bad. Chama, I should have you on my show. What's the name of your book, Chama? One of the girls that I know wrote a book on nutrition, particularly for black folks. Yes. Listen, don't fast for spirituality either. Most of y'all ain't spiritual. If you're fasting for spirituality, but you'll go down on a random dude, don't do it. Don't even lie to yourself that way. Just eat right. I'm fasting for spiritual. I don't believe that either. Nope. Nope. Mm. Charma, and she's always in the feed. It's called the Quarantine Kitchen, and it's www.drcharmbook.com. I like air fryers, actually. I don't have one, but I'm hearing good things about air fryers from my book club who are very up to date, naturally people. Got you, love always. Got you. I get the whole fasting thing to hear God. I got you. You know how you hear God? And I'm okay, I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to give you a little trick that's out of religion, right? Because fasting is religious, right? And I'm not a fan of religion, right? You know how you hear God? Eat right. Eat right. Not fast. Because what fasting does for some of you, it's almost like drinking wine. You know how the truth comes out when you're drinking something? Fasting does that. Can you hear God when you're goddamn hungry? Yeah, you could. Or is it God? Hmm. Didn't think about that, right? You got to think about what voice you hear, right? Is it God? Because if you just eat right every day and get that tempo under control and drink water, you will hear God every day. You don't need to fast to hear God. That's your religion that tells you that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Does anybody get what I'm misunderstanding me? No, love always. No, no, no. I do understand you. No, I've been doing this all my life. I've been fighting religion all my life. I actually understand that there's this whole spiritual thing with fasting. I get it. I'm saying you don't have to do it. You just need to listen to God, but you can't listen to God when you're putting a McDonald's in your mouth. You also can't hear God if you're eating a fried chicken. And let me tell you something. I'm not saying never eat fried chicken. I'm saying pick one day to eat the fried chicken a week. Does that make sense? I don't want to make anybody feel bad. No, I'm not describing a fast. I'm describing eating right. It's two different things. I'm describing daily conditioning of self. All right. Does anybody understand what I'm trying to say? I picked up my phone to look at Dr. Chom book. I think it's a plant-based book, right, Chom? The Quarantine Kitchen. And she's also on Instagram at CharmGirl77. She's also a doctor. This is her. All right. And she created a book called The Quarantine Kitchen Cookbook by Dr. Charm Tim. And I think it's plant-based, right? How to make, oh no. Is a licensed naturopathic physician from Houston with over a decade in clinical practice. She received her doctorate at Southwest College of Naturopathic Medicine in 2009. She has brought her expertise on nutrition and the psychology of food to her first book. I like that. Do you have a YouTube channel? Is this your YouTube channel or do you just do it on Instagram? It looks like she just does it on Instagram at Charm, CHARM Girl 77. And let me tell you, I've known Charm for years, and I literally watched her reduce her weight. She was very plump when I first met her, and she took control of her eating habits. And I'm really proud of, I think you went vegan, didn't you? Charm World is my YouTube. Charm World is her YouTube. Didn't you go vegan? I'm going to give you really good advice here, Charm. On every social media, you should have this same name, if you don't mind me saying. I don't want to have to look for you all over the place. Here you go. So I would consider one name for everything. Oh, look at these videos. How come I never saw these videos? She does things about masks because she's a doctor, right? Coronavirus, she does things on. We're wearing a mask prevent you from getting the coronavirus. Oh, look at you. You're having conversations with people. Oh, cassava. I just brought some cassava wraps that only had 6 grams. And let me tell you something. It replaces bread very easily. All right. Looks like you're building up this channel. So good work, Tom. Um, Same thing as a kid. I was embarrassed because we couldn't buy Fritos and brought an apple or fruit as snacks. I thought we were poor. Now I see how rich we really were. Your mama was like, you ain't putting no Fritos in my house. That is funny. You thought you were broke. I love that. Oh, you went vegan for 9 months. Well, it really took the weight off. Did you also count your carbs, Charm? Charm went vegan for 9 months. And I'm telling you, I just saw the weight go shoot. Charm was in Hidden Colors. Were you in Hidden Colors, Charm? I think I remember you saying something. You were in Hidden Colors. Were you in Hidden Colors? Somebody's asking you from the feed. Hey, Tracy. Hi, Adriana. Yes. On which question, Charm? Give me more to go on. Yes on what I asked, or yes, you were in Hidden Colors. Hidden Colors 5. Is that the documentary one? Is that the document? Yes, I have that. I don't know if I have 5. I have Hidden Colors right here. Yep, I got all of them. Dirk's wife sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dirk's wife sent me the Hidden Colors. Thank you, Dirk's wife. Thank you. Oh my God, I love my people. So I have that, Charm. There's 5 parts. I got it. I got it. I got all 5. I got it. She just sent it to me, so I haven't had a chance to look at it. So yeah, uh, Dr. Charm is famous. Um, Listen, there's no such thing as being a fat vegan. There's no such thing. If you're a vegan, watch your carb count. You might be still eating high carb foods. There's no such thing as a fat vegan. Just look at your carb count. Are you looking at your carb count, Ice Sweater Glitter? Good girl. Your mom did good, Terry. IBS is your body telling you about the inflammation in the body due to stress. And it being the stomach is where many hold most of the worries. Hey, baby. Back in the 20s. How are you? Okay, Ice Sweater. Don't tell me that you're a fat vegan. Don't use words like that. You love carbs. So if you take your carb count out and reduce it drastically with your vegan diet, you won't have weight issues. Thank you. And she goes, when I lower carbs, I do lose weight, right? All right, guys. So before we read on this president, so much for a short video, talk about people that lie. The new books are out. I just got the shipment in. All right. Made them a little different, but still the concept is the same. Dear God Journal. I'm hearing it's more beautiful in person. All right. So who's ever been waiting for their book, what I did was is I sent all you all the herbs first because the book just came from the printers on Friday. Move baby. Move baby. No, literally move. Why does Instagram go out so much?
Instagram goes out.
Instagram, Instagram.
So you can jam.
What? What?
So you could gram.
No, I heard you.
Well, what is it?
Boy, don't make me repeat what you curse words you be saying.
I don't say her.
Well, you better not, because they're just going to blame me. Everybody will blame me for cursing. Oh, do you have a mosquito bite right there, too?
Yup, but just figure that out.
All right, I'll take care of it. Hi, Instagram. I'm so sorry you guys got lost. I think it's Facebook. I think they hate me. Eating healthy every day does not have to be a struggle. Thank you. It's a natural thing, and we will help and boost, and it will help and boost immunity. I know. I know. My 5-year-old thinks we can slick slide curse. That's what he did. That's exactly what it's called. She just coined it. Slick slide curse. SSC. That's what you did, and you embarrassed me in front of my peoples. That's what he did. He slick slide curse. All right. Good morning, beautiful conundrum. Hello, sweetie. All right. So let's get this party started. Grand Rising. I love it when everyone says Grand Rising. I think that is so black. I love anything that's so black.
Nothing's black.
Letting go of bacon and steak for me. Yeah, bacon is an issue. Yeah, bacon could be a real problem. Bacon could be a problem for me too.
Yeah.
But I only like bacon outside, like at a restaurant. I don't buy bacon for the house. Heavy stomach shows what's happening to you internally, and physical health will show that outwardly there's some mental illness presents. A lot of people overeat and overconsume. Yeah, there's definitely an alignment with mental depreciation, depression. Yeah, yeah, it's all packaged up very nicely. But hey, hi, web girl. Hey, if we can talk about it and heal each other, isn't that the better gift? To be able to have a place where we all can just be like, yeah, I don't want to be like this anymore, and I want to acknowledge it, and maybe to get to a metaphysical place in your life. May, maybe it could be like handling your stress better and knowing and just really, really trusting that God got this instead of you pounding yourself with an issue that you can't resolve. Like, I'm a big fan of enjoying my 2 days off. Let me enjoy my 2 days off. Don't call me about work, nothing. Not everybody has that luxury because what if you're a doctor, right? What if you're on call, right? But handling your circumstances better physically, metaphysically, it's a gift. It's a gift, and it's a gift that it's a learned gift. You learned how to act stressful. You now have to unlearn stressful. You better go inside with that mess today and take your concubines with you. What are these things? Dragons. Oh, they're all different dragons?
Yeah, this is Stormfly. Well, this is the bad dragon. This is Hookface.
Why is he bad? Why is he the bad dragon?
Because
see what they do? They make the one that's black the bad dragon. I don't like that, Ezra.
Because that dragon, because in the movie, that dragon because in the movie that
See how they do to our kids? Because in the movie,
works with Grimmore. He's the bad guy, but I lost the character of Grimmore.
so Grimoire's the bad guy, not the dragon.
Yeah, well, the dragon works as Grimmore's servant.
Let me tell you something. When the COVID happened, take these toys away from me. And I don't like the color system. Listen, when you grow up and you start creating, like T'Challa, you know how T'Challa wore the black suit?
Oh yeah,
Black is good. Remember that when you grow up.
got it. I will.
Man, that system out there teaching kids black is bad, that's going to end today. Okay? It will end today.
It will always end.
It has to end. All right. I'm making a real militant little grandchild.
Well,
Black gemstones are the most powerful for protection and healing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And guys, listen to, thank you for that. Listen to at Jatone and at Shondaberry. Black is Love. Thank you. Saturday show called The Gems. All right, because they will discuss all the black stones, and most black stones are healing and protective. Right, right. All right. No, Kelly Williams, all colors aren't beautiful. We're not going to go there. No, we're talking about the color black, and we're going to stay there. How'd you get to all colors are beautiful? Stay focused sometimes. Let people talk about one thing. Don't go left on me. I'm not talking about the fucking rainbow. I'm talking about black. It's beautiful. And we're going to stick to that today. Okay? Black is spiritual, so true. Adrian's like, yeah, make him aware, make him aware. I'm making it real militant. Grant, focus, focus, people. Thank you, Kayla. Focus. God, we are not talking about all colors are beautiful. No, we're talking about Black Lives Matter. Fuck out of here. That's right. All right. One more thing before, yes, stay on point, Tracy. I go back. Okay. One more thing, guys. You have to be really, turn that shit down. You have to be really proud of Megan Thee Stallion. You guys got to give that girl some respect. She is fighting by herself. Y'all need to support Megan Thee Stallion. I'm serious. She put on a show last night that was. Can I have my phone, please? I was going to show y'all. Now too tired. Maybe I'll come back on later and show y'all. I'll come back on later and show y'all. No, I'll come back on later and show them. I'll come back on later. By the way, I'm gonna start this video. I agree, Tracy. Black shouldn't be used to teach black is bad. Amen, Ezra. Right, right. And listen, shush. Pamela goes, not the damn rainbows. Hey, hey, get, get in the room. Love Megan. Now you're oppressing the color black. Yeah, we're not going to oppress anything blackish. No, no. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, guys. You guys understand. And uh, Kelly Williams, I didn't mean to attack you. I did it on purpose. I didn't mean to, but I am purposeful. So I, I don't think she meant what she said. I just want to keep focus on my words. And my words was do not use the color black for bad anymore. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So on Facebook, when the COVID first started, they had a color system in hearts, right? Based upon the emojis on iPhone. And they said, you know, yellow is this, green is this, red is like anxiety, and black is like you're just in the dungeon feeling really bad. And this was one of my friends on Facebook. And so I text back, why is black bad? And you could tell that she panicked. And she was like you could tell when she responded. At first she was like, what are you talking about? And then she must have thought about it, which I appreciate my friends on Facebook, because although many of them are white and many of them see I've gone completely militant, you could tell they still love me, right? And so she was like, she came back later and she goes, I tried to fix it, but I realized it wasn't my post. And I was like, got it. Just so you know, I'm really tired of people using black for bad. No argument after this, right? No need for argument. I was heard. She heard me. It's over, right? The next time this color system came out, black wasn't there. Whoever created the next system had colors and left out black, including feeling under the dungeon. I don't know what color it was. It wasn't black. That's right. Ezra's favorite color is black too. Black and red is his favorite colors. I heard all the Dirk's wipes is sold out. I heard she's going to get them back and running. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Y'all just getting prepared for the COVID. So she's working it out. Oh, thank you, Kayla. Oh, Ezra, open that door for the maintenance guy, please. Ezra, right now. Hold on, guys. Ezra, get a mask on. Come here. Right now. How are you today? Give me a second. Let me just let us both put our mask on. Hold on. Here. Mask, 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 mask. I keep forgetting it's the COVID. So when I called you, I didn't remember. Hold on. Huh? It smells good? It shouldn't have any odor. All right, come on in. Thank you so much. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Just thank you so much for, yeah. Yeah, yeah, go, go, go. George, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ezra, open the door, please. All right. While he's here, let's just let me answer some questions. How's that? I'm a Leo, and it's all about respect. So when you say militant people don't understand the need for respect, period. Yes, yes. You're Leo, Kayla. You can go over peppermint oil's significance in the homes. Oh, okay, sure. I'd love to do that. Again. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'd love to do that. Yes, Tracy, you need to stop associating black with negativity. Right. Stop. Everyone stop. Raising your grandbaby correct. Let me tell you something. I raised my son correct. This, this is a breeze. So did you see the Doctor Today Press? Yeah, that's what I'm going to read on. I did see that, Liar. How's your son? He's doing great, Sublaze. He's doing great. Grown ass, what can you do when they grown? They just grown. Um, oh, Dollar Tree has eucalyptus oil. If y'all can find some of this stuff, buy it out. You know what I did when I was oh, since we have some time, we're not doing Trump still. Get rid of um white salt. Get rid of white salt. Only Himalayan or sea salt, and I prefer Himalayan over sea salt. This has healthy qualities. This is so much better for your health. Get rid of white salt. All right, guys? Try to get rid of white salt. So when I was in a dollar store, all of a sudden they had this, and this salt is going to be needed for that neti pot we're going to go over soon. Not regular salt. I won't let you all breathe in negative salt. You can only breathe in sea salt or Himalayan salt. Remember that when you do the neti pot. No one can interrupt my work, Kayla. God's always here, and we're going to take a break while He does what He needs to do. No one can interrupt me. That's when you step in your power. That's when you don't let stress come into your life. I'm okay. That toilet got to be, my toilet not being fixed. That's stressful. You better fix that toilet. You better come on in here. Mm-mm. Listen, only this salt. Remember that. Perfect. I'm looking for Himalayan. Only this salt. Thank you, Nana. No white salt. No white salt. You know, I only keep a bottle of white salt in my house for spirituality. Bless you. Well, thank you so much. You too. Bye. Okay, go for it. Thank you, Ezra, he said. Yes. Look how cute these kitty masks are. How cute are these? I found them in I don't remember. Hold on, hold on. Keep your mask on for a minute, Pop. Just hey, don't judge the amount of time I'm asking you to keep your mask on. Just keep your damn mask on. Gotta spray the house, guys. Move. Move. I still have a couple of cans of Lysol that I never ever use. I never use the couple of cans of Lysol that I have because now if you want a can of Lysol, it costs $20. Fuck that. So I never use it in case I have to have people in my house, and I spray my house after they leave. When I clean my house, I use Dirk's wipes only. All right, are we ready? I smell the chemicals of Lysol. Whew, all right. All right. Kayla, email me. Go to tracybrownlive.com and then email me. Oh, all right. So Himalayan salt only. The only time I keep white salt in my house, there's a spiritual thing I've always done. My mama taught me this. When you enter into a new home, you bring in white salt and a Bible. And you walk around the house and you say, bless my home, bless my home, bless my home, right? And what you mean by that is no harm comes to me, right? And then you take the white salt and you put it in the back of the container of white salt and you put it in the back of your cabinet and you leave it there. The salt that you eat is salt that you continuously buy. Now, my mom taught me to do it in the beginning of the home, but if you're spiritually cleansing your home, you can rebirth your home and put the white salt in the corner. So just remember, there's some spiritual things you all should know. All right, just remember that. Oh, Himalayan salt is very, very good for spiritual baths. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So I've got a lot of these. Oh, Ezra. Oh, nothing. Okay, nothing. I've got some things here for Day and your dad. The salt is for Day. My daughter-in-law is getting these. And the raisinets are for your dad. Because he can't find raisinets where he lives. Yeah, they don't sell them. Not that package they don't sell.
So he likes that.
He likes that kind. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Love you. All right. Are we good, guys? Also good for helping with pain and baths. Oh, yeah, salt. because it's kind of like Epsom salt. Yes, unopened container of white salt. All right. So I prefer the Morton salt, the big Morton salt. That's what I prefer. And you just go in and you walk around your house and you say, "Bless my home, bless my home." All right. Oh, I like that. Sprinkling sea salt all over when I move in and then broom it out. I like that too. Do not buy hand sanitizer, Kelly. There's something wrong with some hand sanitizers. Let everybody else, let everybody buy the hand sanitizers. Y'all do not need to buy hand sanitizers. What y'all need to do is wash your damn hands. And if you can't wash your hands, that might even be a good thing because you'll remember not to eat food with your hands. You'll remember not to touch your eyes with your hands. But the minute you get into a place where you could wash your hands, wash your hands. Because you know what I've been noticing? Y'all ain't clean. Don't tell me you're clean. Because when I go to the local cafe here, when I get there, I wait and make sure I have my table. They put the menu down. They give me a glass of water or something. And then I say, I'm going to go wash my hands. Because just from coming to my house and going to the local cafe, which is like a walk, I know I've gotten dirty, right? But I watch other people come to the table, getting out their cars. I already know your cars ain't clean. If you got children, your cars ain't clean. You know, this boy came to my house, touched my iPad, and when it went black, what I saw in 3D was germs like this on my iPad. I called him over. I was like, look at this. Look how dirty that is. That was from his. You got children, already know you're dirty. Because you can't be clean with children. So when you go to an outdoor cafe, it's okay to wash your damn hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands again. And then wash it again. Wash your hands. And no more finger sucking. No. No. Stop that. No. No, you don't need that piece of mayonnaise juice that fell right there and you want to take it. This is not pre-COVID. You cannot anymore. No, you get your napkin, you wipe it off, and you have regret. You're like, damn, I just wasted some good juice right. Yeah. I don't even care if you wash your hands. You still don't do that. No, none of that anymore. None of that. And tell your grandfather, stop it. Y'all know how your grandfathers are. Grandmas won't do that. Hi, sweetie. Grandmas won't do that. But grandfathers, and you can't tell them nothing, right? You'd be like, pop, pop. You know, use a damn napkin, pop. Use a napkin. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to eat. I ain't come out here for you to tell me how to eat. Y'all know your grandfathers. Y'all, everybody got grandfathers like that. TC goes, that's nasty, sucking your fingers. All right. Here's the question. Let's get the question out the way. I stay with gloves and wipes. I've even used sanitizer for my gloves. Don't use sanitizers for your gloves. I have an elder in the house. I have to be careful. Don't use sanitizers for your gloves. Don't. The glove is the sanitizer. You don't replace the. Y'all gonna make me do videos with everything soon. Stop using sanitizers. You don't need them. Just wash your damn hands. Trust in a washing of hands. That's all you need to do. I love you all, though. Wash your damn hands often. And get your Dirk's wipes. That really does help all day long. All right. All right. Let's get back into this metaphysical question of talking about you know who. This guy is exhausting. I literally have anxiety right now. I'm literally anxiety filled right now because this man is in the hospital. Not because I care, because they're lying to us constantly. All right. Let's get under control. Please, God, talk to me about Dr. Connolly. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Dr. Connolly is your child. He's your love. He's your beloved, Father God. Make him do the right things. Please allow me to see what you would like for me to see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 All right, let's start this party. Will he be released against medical advice? I get a message of love in a past position. Here's what 45 is worried about. He's worried about they don't love him. He's worried about being sick has really changed the love for him. Magic, mystery, excitement, it's a screwed. All the information is coming across twisted. Again, I really feel like this is 45. It's like he's not hearing the doctors. He's worried again about the love of the people. And his nights are horrible in the hospital. I think they kind of want to release him. I don't know if it's him saying I want to be released. I think they're saying that dude gotta go. God. At the nurse's station, right? I think they're like, this guy's difficult. We might as well just let him go the way he wants to go. I think the nights are horrible with this man. I also think they're not allowed to give him sleeping pills. They're not allowed to give him something to sleep in his condition. Something about giving him something to relax. One, I think he knows it. When they give him something, he's affected by it. But I also think he doesn't have the ability to take other meds that he would normally be taking if he was in the privacy of his home. That's what it is. That's what it is. He wants to take some pills that he would normally be taking in the privacy of his home. Without it, he's chaos. With it, he's chaos. Without it, he's worse. The only thing that makes this better is that he is legitimately sick, so he can't be 100% a tyrant, but he is definitely being annoying. His problem I do believe he is signing out too early. I do believe he's going to get discharged. The only way he could, no, I think he's going to get discharged regardless. I think he's going to get signing out AMA. I think he can't take his normal pills that wire him up. That's a good point, Miss Maxine. See, this is someone that's observant. She said, I notice he doesn't have an IV. What's up with that? Because he has the COVID. And an IV, they give you an IV just to flush your system out. That's a first medical thing in the hospital is to put you up on an IV. They do it standard no matter what you come in for. When you go in to a hospital, oh yeah, baby, take your mask off. Just hold on to it because we're gonna go out later.
Okay.
When you can I see if Salo tried to answer me? Oh no. already 12 o'clock.
It is.
Yeah.
So do we have to go somewhere?
Yeah, we do, but it doesn't matter. Here.
Just look.
Um, I think that he is worried about the public, one, but I also believe that part of his problem is not taking his normal, what he calls his normal pills. So they won't let him take it in the hospital because it has to be prescribed in that way. There's a problem. And so Dr. Connolly must be prescribing meds to him that he shouldn't be having. Wow, Dr. Connolly, I'm worried about you. Because they won't let him prescribe his normal set of pills that he would normally get in the hospital. They're like, no, absolutely not. And that's why he wants to leave. Also, Miss Maxine pointed out that he doesn't have an IV. And the first step when they make you a patient is to set that IV up. Sometimes they set it up with nothing in it, right? It's just solution. But he doesn't have any, like, you know how they normally attach something to you, even if they don't give you an IV, but they always like to have it ready. You know what I mean? They always have that. I don't know what it's called because I'm not a medical person, but they always have to have it ready so they can stick the IV in. None of that is there. IV line in, but sometimes don't administer anything, but they do it on purpose. And you don't have to be sick. It's one of the things they automatically do when you are given a bedroom. When you're given a bed, boom, they set it up. A loving thought, serendipity. I don't know what that means. Fertility and growth, positive movement forward, passions united, ignited. This is all uh, um, 45. He thinks leaving will be a positive movement forward. It is going to pump him up. I have to tell you, though, Mr. President, being pumped up as sick as you are is not a good physiological thing. When you're sick, sit down, lay down. And it's my understanding he should actually be quarantining in the hospital for 2 weeks. It's also my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, you have to be tested negative to leave the hospital. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just saying he's the president of the United States. Why would you let the president of the United States still show positive and have him quarantine at home? He's the president of the United States. You would say to him, we're going to keep you here for 2 weeks, sir. We're going to keep you here until we get a negative test. You're so right. The news say nothing about his wife. And when he did a press conference from the hospital, he brought up his wife last, which tells me she's not doing well. He's not faking this. He is. Have you seen the man? He has the COVID. The doctor said discharge tomorrow. I'm telling you, it's against medical advice. And he's not wearing a mask. That's why I'm like, the staff is like, let him go. He's just going to make all of us sick. Like, they are sick of him. And the night staff is getting hell. All right, let's stay focused. I get a Queen of Cups, which I believe is the doctor. I get death and rebirth. I get the Queen of Swords, which is 45. I get a Queen of Swords, which is Melania. I get the Eight of Cups. I get the Empress. This is literally the world. This doesn't mean good. It just literally means the whole world is looking at him. in the form of death and rebirth, in the form of the Eight of Cups, which means walking away. All right. I get the Two of Pentacles, which is topsy turvy. And I do believe the world is topsy turvy right now over how to support him. I get the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. I don't even know what that means. Nine of Pentacles. He's worried about money. We talked about this yesterday on the show. And I get the Five of Cups. Everything he stood for, you know, my prayer, I know you guys are going to find this hard to believe, but my prayer, you know, you guys, if you heard the conference, he did call on God. You know, he did talk in terms of God and miracles, right? We've never heard him say that before. So I think this is his first trigger with his relationship with God. I think his core belief has changed, and I think he gets it. He gets that there needs to be a relationship with God, right? You know, I get death and rebirth, right? And I get the Five of Cups. I'm going to read it backwards. Five of Cups is the final outcome. Loss and disappointment, regret, self-blame, sadness, an unhappy ending, being unable to communicate effectively. These are so many of the issues why he's going to sign out too early. I get divorce and separation. Got to tell you guys, the one thing I think that could come out of this, is that Salo? Let me see. The one thing I think, let me just see if Salo answered.
What's this though?
Oh, okay, great. I think Kakali's coming over.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
it's good.
Look.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Kakali's a little girl I want him to marry when he gets older. I've already betrothed him. He doesn't know it, nor neither does she. But he has a little bit of dysfunctional social skills, and she's the only one that understands him. So I'm waiting, but they have no idea. All right, I digress. Guys, you don't have to believe me. There's something about Melania that will not be able to stand next to him ever again. This COVID has made her done with him. She's done.
There's something that you need to know about the coronavirus. In some of the regions, the coronavirus is slowing down.
Oh, thank you. And that is true in some of the regions. Okay, thank you for your smartness. You may leave. Thank you, though. Thank you for the. Yes, no problem. He's like, Dory, you need to know something. In some of the regions, the coronavirus is slowing down. What are you doing? Why aren't you just being six? Be a 6-year-old. Don't help me. Help y'all. It's just ridiculous. It's just crazy. All right. Um. So there's a death and rebirth to Melania. She will not, absolutely will not stand by him anymore. He did this to her. And let me tell you something. She is going through it with this coronavirus. She is going through it. All right. Um, she is going to find a reason to not be near him. I don't think she's going to be in the White House, guys. I don't know where she could go with the COVID, but I don't think she's going to be at the White House. I think they're going to have to find suitable residency for her, but I don't think she wants to be near this man. All right. I think she's going to walk away from him. All right. And I also think he needs her. Right. And so if she walks away, do the American people walk away as well? Right. But I just get that she just doesn't care anymore. She's done. Right. So I was going to read the Five of Cups. Um, yeah, separation, divorce, something lost, but something still could remain. So they're going to be like, oh, well, no, Melania is over here. No, she's not. She didn't leave the president, something like that, right? Very disappointed in him. She just got to that point. She's just totally disappointed. I do feel like she is going to betray him and betray the contract that they have for her to stick by him. Um, okay. So the Five of Cups isn't about her, though. The Five of Cups is the final outcome about him. And even in his sickness, he still cares about money. I get that. So let me read the Five of Cups one more time concerning 45. You know, if I look at these cards, Five of Cups, mourning, regret, self blame, could be the election, an unhappy ending, poor communication due to COVID, loss of trust. That's the people, not like you got the COVID after 200,000 people got the COVID because you didn't do anything about the COVID. And by the way, your brother died from the COVID in New York City, where it was the epicenter, where you refused to give them PEEs or oxygen tanks. You caused your brother to not be here anymore. Salvaging what remains, marital problems, suffering a loss or a disappointment. I think the American people, they just can't with him anymore. I think those that were on the fence, I don't think they're on the fence anymore. I think that while 45 is in a hospital, Joe Biden is looking very presidential, very caring, very kind, very conscious, very considering. I think that Joe Biden is showing America how we should be with one another, and it's starting to take effect. But the magnitude of how Joe is out there giving to the public, the magnitude and the consistency, the consistent message, because Joe's not a screamer, he's not a yeller. He talks in words of love. He literally uses words of love, and then he produces actions of love. Okay? And so, from like all of a sudden, 45 is in a hospital, and the world is going, wait, what's his message? What's Biden's message? We shouldn't put out any hate ads. That's nice. We should care for one another. I want to. I'm tired of being so angry. Do you understand what's happening? And so he began to lose his base with the Five of Cups. All right. Dr. Connolly, I don't think you're going to be the doctor much longer. I think 45 is going to believe you bundle this. And I think there has to be another doctor to take your place. And by the way, this isn't the same doctor he had when he first entered. I think that the world Now I get this card. I think that the world is not looking for aggressive overtones anymore. I think the world is looking at a more creative spin. All right. Did anybody remember a video where I said Trump would be calling on God? Did I ever say that? If I did, can somebody let me know where and when? Um, Knight of Wands. Let me look at that. Thank you guys for just having fun with me today. Just I just love doing these videos, and I know I hijack your Sundays. I know I do, but you guys just stick it with me, and I love you all for that. Knight of Wands, escape from difficulty, changes in the air, not wanting to settle down. Remember, that's why he doesn't want to stay in the hospital. Change of environment, he will sign out AMA. He's going to come out optimistic and excited. I think he's going to talk more about God again. All of a sudden he believes, but hey, let's give him the right to believe because we're all one pool, in heaven, all of us. And some of us are closer, right? So when you get closer, you call out God's name quicker, faster, in public. Um, a new job, a new job. Changes in the air. He's going to come out confident, enthusiastic to achieve, his goal. But it also could mean taking a vacation. Um, and I think when I say vacation, I think it's going to be a medical vacation. I don't think he is going to do well if he signs out AMA. I think he'll definitely be let out this week. I don't know about tomorrow, but I think definitely this week, within one day, within 1 week. I think they are trying to convince him to stay. But at some point, he's just going to fight them. He will, because he just wants to. I do believe that if he's not let out Monday, I think the presidential debate is on Tuesday, or vice presidential debate is on Tuesday or Wednesday. I think he'll be let out after the vice presidential debate because I don't think Pence is going to do well. I think it'll be a debate with childish emotions over a grown woman. All right. And everybody's looking to the grown woman to handle the debate. And I think if he doesn't get let out, because he can't go to the debate, by the way, he was planning on being at the debate. He cannot be there. My prayer is that the debates are Zoomed. That's my prayer. I don't think Biden nor Harris needs to be, there shouldn't be like, they don't need to be near any Republicans. Zero. Anybody. I think these debates should be Zoomed. My prayer is that they get that through their thick heads. Harris will win the debate. And it's not until Harris wins the debate we're going to see a full-on meltdown again. And, sir, you cannot afford a full meltdown. So my prayer is that you're in a hospital when you have the full meltdown so that they could monitor your numbers and your blood work. Because if you're home and you have a full meltdown, your body is going to respond to your full meltdown. And he will refuse to go back in the hospital. He will refuse. He will not go back in the hospital ever again. And if he does, he has to be unconscious. You will see him go back in a gurney. So my prayer, what I want for you, 45, sir, is for you to stay in the hospital for another 2 weeks. That's my prayer. I don't think you are prepared to come out. I think you will actually show the American people how weak you are. I think you may have lost already. I also think you are going to use more words of God and miracles because you now believe, but you had to have this near-death experience to believe. It doesn't mean he's a changed man. It just means something structurally like shoot, and it wasn't like tick, tick, tick. It was like full-on earthquake shoot. So he gets it. He gets it, but he gets it too late. You ever have a husband cheat on you and you're like, you better stop, you gotta stop, dude, gotta stop. And he doesn't, right? It just doesn't. And I don't care if he doesn't stop once a week or if he stopped 5 years ago, comes back up again. You did this already, you better stop. Until you get to that point in that relationship where you're like, I don't care if he cheats. I'm done. I'll never sleep with him again. And I'm contemplating my exit. And so now you see your husband like not call, come home 2 o'clock in the morning. You're in bed. You're sleeping. You're fine. And he notices. He's like, so you're not upset with me? And they try to make an argument with you, and you're like, no, I'm just going in my room. I'm gonna take my Dear John book. No, you'd be like, no, sweetie, I'm just gonna take my Dear God book. And I'm just going to go in my room and I'm fine. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Oh my God. I love my Dear God books. Like, no. Gonna go. All right. Well, I'm not coming home. Oh, really? That's okay. Do you want me to leave food for you in the oven? Is that, can I, what do you want me to do? That's the American people. We're done. We're done. We're done with all your antics, all your yelling, all your racism. The people are done emotionally. They're literally looking at Biden and they're going, I think I need that message now. I need a message of love, togetherness, coming together. And this is white folks saying that to themselves. This is white folks recognizing, yeah, him getting sick broke the system, broke the mark, changed everyone. Because if the leader of the free world can get this sick, then you can get sick. And if he can call on God and miracles, then you better rest believe God is close to you too. So you want to go out there and act crazy all the time and not wear a goddamn mask? Where's my mask? You don't want to wear a mask? Put on a mask. Do it for yourself. Do it for your children in your house. Teach your children, and I mean your 20-year-olds, not your 5-year-olds. Your 5-year-olds are going to do whatever you say. Your 20-year-olds, you got to be like, babe, put on a mask. Don't go to the frat party. You're going to die. He thought he was invincible, and now he's talking to God. What is the irony in all of that? Because you made people believe you were God. It's two here. I'm going to take the two that fell out. It's just easier. Whew. You made people believe you were God. And that's not right. All right, this is right side up. I mean, That's as close as I'm going to get it. This one stop first, then we'll do this one. Are you guys good? Any questions? Yes. But he didn't realize God has the power. Thank you, Skylar. God is no joke. He didn't realize God was in control. That's a good lesson for all of us. So stop stressing. God will always be in control. Very thorough reading. Oh, thank you, Charma girl. I done went to the mountain, back again, went back up the mountain, and then I did the reading. He failed to protect us. He failed to protect those around him. He failed to protect himself. Thank you, Tiramisu. He cannot, he cannot protect the country. Wow. That's powerful, Tiramisu. That is powerful. All right, El Hombre, this the man plans. Oh, El Hombre propone y Dios dispone. The man plans, but God decides. What's Psalm 118, sweetie? One's upside down. Attic comes back in again. Mystic is upside down. What's the shadow side of Mystic? Oh, the shadow side of Mystic is delusional rapport with the divine. Oh my God. How he temporarily believes in God. Oh my God. You can't help this. You can't help this man. Shadow manifests as self importance. Uh-uh. An egocentric concern for one's own spiritual progress to the exclusion of others. That's why I think he's signing out AMA and taking advantage of dis- disciplines for economic or sexual beliefs. Definitely for the money. That's why he's leaving. This stuff never lies. Attic is right side up. That can't be good, even if it's right side up. Attic, not limited to, but is about drugs, alcohol, food, and sex. And remember, I said it has something to do with the normal drugs he likes to take, which I believe are uppers, and they won't let him take the drugs that he normally takes in the hospital. You know what I mean. Helps you recognize when external force, like the hospital, has more authority over your willpower than your inner spirit does. So the hospital is in control. Whatever he was taking in the White House, he cannot take those pills in the hospital. They've got to justify how anything he took in the White House reflects on the trial Redemisphere, right? And they can't justify that if he needs to take that, let's say it's Adderall, right? Perseverance in breaking its hold, empowering your psyche. Look for a lifelong pattern of trying to overcome the tendency to need a substance and the need for finances. All right. Ezra, you guys know. You guys know this stuff never lies. You guys know. Ezra, I think I'm losing power. Ezra! Ezra! Come here. What did you want from me? What did you want from me?
Nothing.
Why were you coming here?
Yo, why is it so bright in there?
No. What? It's. What is that?
I'm taking screenshots because I've never seen this before.
What is that? He was in a dark room. Why is that looking like that? What is that?
Because of
What
the
is
light.
that?
Because of the light.
No, it's not because of the light, Ezra. You were in a dark room.
Look.
Oh my God. What are you doing to my phone? My bedroom is dark. What is he talking about? There's some angelic being.
Yeah.
Brian, there's some.
white because of the light.
Listen, the boy's crazy.
No,
There's some angelic being around this kid. Look, what is that?
It's because of the light.
Would you be quiet? It's not because of the light.
Yes, it is.
When you're in the dark room, it still shows up. There's some angelic being around this kid. I don't know what this is.
What are you doing in this room right now?
No, when I'm doing my videos, I send him in my room. And my room is always.
I'm saying, what are you doing in here?
Oh, I'm in my living room. I'm in my dining room.
What are you doing? Because the energy in here is
Going live.
Stop. I'm doing my video on Trump. What's the energy? What's the energy you're feeling?
It's just, I'm seeing white. I don't know if you can see. Do you see what you look like?
Yeah, I do, but I don't understand why I look the way that I look.
He said it's because of light.
Well, no. Did you see the light when he had the phone, or it didn't come until afterwards?
No, it didn't come until he walked into the living room.
Got it. Oh, so then the angelic light is on me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know. That's what you were trying to say.
Yes. That's
All right.
what I was saying.
But we've had. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. We've had. Hold on. We've had this light on before, Brian.
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
Oh, that's a little better. That's a little better, but I have no idea. So maybe I'm the angelic being. Get away from me. I am.
The kingdom.
Listen. Oh, baby, tired? You tired, lovey? Are you tired?
Sleep last night.
She didn't sleep last night?
She's going through some kind of growth spurt.
Hi.
She didn't sleep.
Hi.
How's she gonna get
Hi. You know, she knows she is. Hi. She is all that in a bag of chips. I love you. I love you, gorgeous.
Wow.
I love you. You're the best in the world. You're the best. Why do I smell poop?
I don't know.
Did you poop?
No. For real.
Can I smell her poop through the phone? She pooped, didn't she? Because I smell it.
She might have one color.
Yeah, me too.
I could smell the poop through the phone. That's so weird. I love you.
And interesting.
I love you.
Ooh. Smells diaper.
I love you. I know she's putting in the phone. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. I gotta go. Go ahead. All right, guys. I'm hot as hell. Are we good? Oh, kids can be in their underwears. Listen, if there's a freak out there, screw them. You can be in these underwears. People are crazy. It's no different than underwears are no different than swimming pants. It's all right. Oh yeah, both Ezra and Brian have psychic abilities. Brian is a medium. He sees spirits. Turn your light back on. Okay. Brian sees spirits, and Ezra has this. He's a little scared of them right now, but he has this thing with. He sees spirits too, but he doesn't always see healthy spirits. Sometimes he sees really bad spirits coming through. And he's got this thing with aliens. And he's a little scared of it right now. So we try not to talk about it too much. And I'm trying to help him to watch movies that could help him exercise his powers. Like last week, we were watching a movie called Miss Peregrine's and the Peculiar Children, but he didn't get the chance to finish it. So I want to finish it today. There's a little girl coming over, so maybe the two of them could watch TV while the father puts together this table that I was forced to buy. Maybe go watch it over again. I understand. I don't know anybody else, but I love seeing family love one another. Thank you. But can I be honest with you guys? I really want to be really honest. You guys are seeing the better part of my family. This is the better part. This is the part where I've had to trust God that I could get my family back. Right? So I want you guys to understand, my son and I didn't talk for years. For years. He had interference with his dad. His dad encouraged him to leave my house. at 19. And then somebody said to me, I can't blame his dad, that this was a decision that he made. And that was a hard pill to swallow. And he stayed away for 5 years. And we would talk, but maybe if there was an earthquake, he would call me and we would talk. And the whole time I was prayerful. The whole time I stayed in prayer. And I never knew if something would happen to my child, but I had to trust God that if something happened, that too is God, right? And I don't stress, not even not talking to my son, never stressed the whole time. Was I sad the whole time? Absolutely. But I was capable of checking his social media. So as long as I saw him texting with his friends on social media, that gave me enough as a mom to know that he was okay. That was enough. I also knew that I couldn't reach out to him because I used to call him the gingerbread man. And if I reached out to him, he would go running. And I wanted him to stop running. So sometimes it was better if I didn't reach out to him. I got lips on my forehead. What? What do you see? In any case, then Ezra was born, and I thought Ezra was going to bring us back together. And in a way, he did, but it was a slow movement in getting us back together. Ezra was the beginning, but it wasn't overnight, right? And so I would take what I could with my son. But at some point, I started looking at him suspiciously. Like he would come in, and I'd be like, hello, like very cautious in my communication with him because I didn't know 100% what made him run. So I didn't want to create that atmosphere over and over again. Um, and so I would just say, whenever you want me to take care of Ezra, I'll take care of Ezra, stuff like that, which gave me an opportunity to see him. And so I took advantage of any and every moment. And he's made some decisions that I didn't agree with even after we started talking. And I was like, I don't really agree with this. What is this? But I made sure I didn't interfere with his decision. If I didn't agree with it, I kept it to myself. And remember, I wanted to repair my relationship with him. I wasn't trying to be the mother anymore. He was too old for that, right? In any case, one day I'll tell you guys the whole story because it's just so much. But then he met his wife, his current wife. And one thing she said to him that I have to applaud her, she said, don't ever lie to me because I promise you, if you lie, I will be out at any stage. And for whatever reason, he believed that. He believed that. He believed the words inside of her mouth. And after that came, what's up with you and your mom? Because she could tell. And he's like, oh, I'm just not, she doesn't understand. She blames me for, my first marriage breaking up. And she's just like, does she know did you ever tell her everything? And he's like, no, she doesn't know the everything. And I only knew one side of the story, which was Ezra's mom's side of the story. And I was sympathetic to Ezra's mom's side of the story. I'm a girl's girl against my son. I'm a girl's girl. So you guys think I would just be for my son? Absolutely not. I know my son. And that's why I was on her side. And then he hadn't talked to me. So how could I actually know? It doesn't really matter. So his girlfriend came along and she was like, I can't be with a man that's having a problem with their mother. And she didn't have a mother. Her mother had already died 4 years prior. And she was like, I can't be with a man that's having a problem with his mother. She's like, I think you need to fix this. And then he began to come back around more, but I didn't know any of this. And feel me out. And I'm feeling him out. I'm looking at him like this. You're back again? because I was used to him not being around. He's showing up more. And then at some point they moved in together. And then it was like, hey, do you want to come over for dinner? And I was like, yeah, me? Because I was used to being by myself. I figured if it's over and done, it's fine with me. There's other things I need to do with the world. So if my son didn't need me, I was okay with that because I had other things to do. I trust God in all of this, right? And eventually he got to a private space with me and he was like, so let me tell you something. And he told me the whole story, and it was not a pretty story. None of it, it was a terrible, terrible story. Why, him and his first wife broke up. And I've never heard this side of the story. And so I went back to her and I was like, hey, so did this really happen? And the thing that was funny when I asked her, after what Brian had told me, when I asked her, it was her body language. And she was looking at me at first, and then she put her eyes down. And I was like, damn, this is what he's telling me is true. Then at some point, a couple of years go by, Brian, wife, the wife's whole family, we're all just enjoying life, right? And something went by with a bunch of friends of the wife, and that bunch of friends came to attack his now fiance. And I never get involved with kitty stuff. I'm telling you, I went on Instagram and I laid that whole out. My son's about to be wife does not have a mother. I'm her mother, and I laid her out. And I got all that. You too old to be in all of this? Yeah, I got all of that. And I was like, then get your mother on the phone. If I'm too old to come for you, tell your mother get on the phone. Oh yeah, I did that. I did that. And I said, unless your mother gets on the phone, you're gonna get the wrath. And man, these thumbs, they're very lethal. They're don't mess with these thumbs. And what they can you guys still hear me? What they decided to do was confront her and get it on audio. And unbeknownst to all of us, because I was there, she literally confessed. And when she literally confessed, it was a wrap. They could go on with their marriage, knowing that my son did nothing wrong in the marriage. I was satisfied because I could literally see the confession firsthand. I was there and we were shocked, and her parents were there, and everybody was like, we were shocked. And then they audio taped the confession and they sent it out to all of my son's friends who had turned on him. And it was over. It broke that really bad cycle, and these two got happily married. And not a single drama has ever been shown ever again from anybody. We all got the proof we needed. And that is God. And if I had to wait 10 years, because I think it took that long for me to understand why I had to go through what I went through with my son, it was well worth it. It was well worth it. It was well worth that my son can be honest, that he has morals, that he walked away for a particular reason. I did not have to like it, nor did I have to know his business. But it was nice to see a woman come along and be like, you better fix that relationship with your mother. Because I can't do it. I mean, to get all of that was a beautiful thing. So in the long haul, I really, really gained a daughter. I gained a woman that's a girl's girl. And that she supported the mother in me. Like, I like that in any case. God sent. Yes. Thank you, Tracy. Some of us needed this. Really? Yeah. I'd rather be honest. I didn't always have a great relationship. That boy turned 19 and he showed me his ass and walked. And I was like, what? It's just in the end. So what you guys are seeing is the end
or the beginning or a different beginning. I love my son, period. I've always loved him. But now I get it. I appreciate him for however way he shows up in this world. I'm of gratitude. But I'm going to demand that my son be a better man. That I'm going to demand. So I'm going to challenge, moral issues, right? But other than that, I love him as is. Your grandson's new generation, they have a stronger connection spiritually. They absolutely do. I think he's probably going to understand the spiritual connection more clearly. Yes, I do believe that Russell's daughter, and I'm working on making sure he gets his spiritual connection. Tracy, you're a good person. Thank you, guys. Great mama. Oh, definitely needed this transparency. Really? Oh, thank you, guys. I don't, I'm spirit led, and we're 2 hours into this damn video, and I'm like telling y'all the story. It's all good. What I do want to tell you guys is that I never stressed over my son when I did not speak to him. I went to work every day. I came home every day. I ate every day. What's happening in my house right now? I ate every day. Ezra, are you playing with the remote control? Are you playing with the remote control? Huh?
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I was trying. Oh my gosh.
Are you playing with the remote? There's some shit happening in this house. Are you playing with the? Are you doing something with the phone?
No. So I was trying to do it on the TV in the room.
But you're touching the phone. So why does it keep going on and off? I know what you're doing. Give me. Is your dad still on the phone? How'd you get to the other screen? See? Brian, now the lights are on and now I'm normal.
Whoa. That's crazy.
That is crazy. How did you touch the phone? Touch the TV? You were touching something.
Yes, I was, because I was trying to get my show on the TV.
So inside. Show me what you did on my phone.
I was trying to get this on that TV.
Got it. So if you press that, right? No, don't press that. No, press this. No, it won't do it. It won't do it. Okay, just don't touch anything. Yes, but see Vizio, Vizio. That's you press Vizio.
Yeah.
So if you press Vizio and go back in the room, it'll show up.
Okay.
A nightmare. No, Miss Tracy, you have spirituality over you. It's a woman, and she's heavy on the bottom, and kissed your forehead when you were talking. Her energy is yellow. I wonder if that's my grandmama. Oh, she was a heavy girl. Oh, she was heavy. Wonder if that's my grandmother, Cecilia. And in my book club, one of the girls mentioned Cecilia, and I meant to tell her. I was like, that's my grandmother's name, and she's coming through. But I forgot to say it. I love the issues of metaphysical family. When you're in a metaphysical family, you expect magic. And it's like, is that normal? And you see something floating, and you're like, is that normal? And you know it's not. And it's like, who do I talk to about this abnormal shit going on in my house? Which is why we have the tarot class, because it gives us a safe place to talk about all the things religion doesn't want us to talk about. So that's a good point. Tarot class is November 18th. Get this book, Tarot Plain and Simple. If you're going to join the class, you need to get this book. You can find it on Amazon. November 18th. Only for 6 weeks, so we will be done well before Christmas. I expect magic. Me too, Flor de Oro. I expect magic too. It just constantly shows up. I agree with you. Magic is magic. I expect magic. I love that. Sitting. Oh, she's sitting, and Ezra sat there in her place. Oh. Aw. Thank you, Tracy, for your time. I love it when you go live. Thank you, guys. Love and blessings. I feel so peaceful watching you. What? Yes, as it will happen, it's supposed to. Remember, it's not selfish to take care of yourself first. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but good advice, Natty. Very difficult to heal with dysfunctional people around you, right? You've got to remove yourself from dysfunction. Seriously, saying to you, okay, you guys are talking to each other. Thank you for your support, Natty. That was good advice. And you know, I have to say something, guys. Oh, this- oh. Okay. I have to say something, guys. Be like Biden. Be like Biden. Care for one another. Talk in terms of loving responses to one another. Be like Biden. This has been so refreshing. Thank you so much, Tracy. You guys are so welcome. This is beautiful. I'm honored that you guys let me be truthful. And know that bad things can happen in your life and you're still not stressed over it. You're like, okay, God, just watch over my son. You don't have to talk to me. Watch over him. And he did. And you know what's funny? One of my mentors, she's since passed over. I love her dearly. I was doing readings on him a lot, making sure he was okay. And one of my mentors said to me, stop. Stop. Trust God and develop your psychic ability. And I was very insulted when she said that. I almost got mad at her, internally, because she made me feel like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't perfect enough. I was like, what the hell? Like, how dare you say that to me? Right? And she's my mentor and I love her dearly. What I didn't understand is that I wasn't good enough. And she knew it. And God told her for me to get better. And that was before I went to the Green Man store. And it wasn't until I got to the Green Man store that I figured out how to be better in my craft. Self-care, because you understood God's timing is not our timing. I really did. But man, being patient with God, it took 10 years for the whole shift to occur. 10 years. Trust and believe. And in that time, I worked on my craft. I worked on my ability to be a really good psychic, and I've proven it. The very last predicted it, I saw all of this. Look on YouTube. The very last predicted it with Trump getting sick just before the election. I saw that back in July. And that could only happen if, while I was going through separation from my son, that could only happen if I focused on what God wanted me to do. And God wanted me to be a really good psychic, not chase my son. All right. All right, guys, I could talk about this forever. I love you all. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you, everyone, for sticking by me. Got some big, big things coming. Get your books. Get your books. And those of you that are waiting, they're here. I just didn't tell you that I'm waiting for them to come in. Because I have to send it out to the printer. I love you guys. Bye. Bye, everyone. That was nice. Bye, everyone.